Hello and welcome to this reading. This is a special topic reading, which is about allowing large sums of money into your life experience. So let's pull over your cards. You've got the Seven of Cups, the Fool, and Death. Spin the Silken Thread Divine, Desert Harvest, Flying Free, Creator Alchemy, Go with the Flow, and your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? So I feel like this is a very clear message. I'd say that this message is around your journey being one in which you are bringing together spirit and matter. You are weaving your golden, magnificent, abundant energy into your physical experience. So you might be somebody who started out with a very bleak kind of background, and that your own energy was vastly different from those around you. So you might have always felt like an outsider. You might have always felt different, like you were far more advanced or wise than the people around you. Your family might have felt like totally wrong, and you've been wondering what's been going on. It feels like part of your life's journey is to weave more of your spiritual energy into the physical, and the fact is, like, you're starting from kind of zero and going to a billion in this life. So you're starting very kind of low vibration, and you're weaving your spiritual energy in over a length of time. And what that does is that you become this integrated being where you, through lived experience of your own soul energy, are weaving into your life that golden, beautiful soul vibe that you are, that you weren't born into, but that you had within you. It's like you're taking the inner gold that you have and bringing it into your physicality, into your reality through life experience, through moving through your life. So Seven of Cups is traditionally a bit of a confused energy. It's like there's a lot of options, there's a lot of polarities. It could even be a card of distractions, like really just wondering what in the heck is going on with your life, because it is not reflecting who you feel that you are energetically, vibrationally. You might feel like the most abundant person ever, and you might be, but it's like that abundance needs to be weaved into the physicality. You have to experience your energy into reality, if that makes sense. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. I feel a bit like it's not just about people, but it's like your true reality can't show up until you show up, until your energy is here in the physical, until you've integrated your beingness into this physical reality, you. And that's where we get the Creator Alchemy, the Desert Harvest, Spin the Silken Thread Divine. It's all very alchemical, and it's all very much about weaving your own energy into the physicality. And you might experience long periods of time of deprivation and not having, and feeling restricted and feeling confused, feeling like, even experiences where you have to start over at zero. And it's all for the purpose of this experience where you're going from nothing to everything, where you're weaving your soul into your spiritual reality. So let's pull a few more to dive deeper into all of these messages. One thing I also noticed is in the Seven of Cups and this your true tribe can't show up cards are these images of two people that are holding hands at a distance. Like it's like they're crossing these two dimensions in order to hold hands. And you really see like there's like the white figure on the left in both cards and a purple figure on the right in both cards, which is fascinating. Really fascinating synchronicity in these cards that really speak to like the two dimensions of self that need to cross a distance in order to join together. Such as union of spirit and matter, or light and shadow. So we've got a few more cards to deepen this message. We've got crested crane marks the center in balance, again with this like kind of dual, like that holding hands energy again of these two different, like these two things that are coming from opposite directions joining together, which is interesting. We've got increase, which is exactly what we want to see for this reading, so that's good. Psychic protection and drop into your heart. So these new cards are kind of suggesting this, like they're really playing off the go with the flow card that was in the previous set, where it's all about kind of understanding the process, like the deep soul process that you're going through in this reality, in this experience, and that everything is serving you. So if you've experienced times of not having the financial status that you want, it's like everything is building into your spiritual intentions for this life. And your intentions are to bring together these opposing forces. And it's like experiences of lack are supporting you in that journey. So this is just a call to like drop into the space of truth and to really feel into the basis of this experience that you're going through. And the psychic protection card is like, yeah, it's everything's working out for you, even if it may not seem that way, or like it feels like what you're experiencing is not what you want. Everything is working in your favor. So the crested crane card is really helpful for this reading, and I'm going to close this reading with this message. It says, the center of the mandala is the place where all is possible. The center is the call to an evolutionary shift with steadiness and grace. A spiritual shift generates excitement, confusion, chaos, and creative freedom. This is a wild card moment on the soul path where many new potentials and opportunities arise as if out of nowhere. It is the realm of magic, synchronicity, and the unexpected. Things may seem to be falling apart, but in a more meaningful and true way, they are really falling into place. So that brings me into thoughts around like researching the spiritual meaning of experiences where you go from nothing to everything, and that speaks to me about like the void where there was nothing and then there was everything. So going into like that kind of Bible energy, and what is that? Some of you might know, I feel like I'm going to go on a wormhole adventure on my computer after this into like Hebrew mysticism and that kind of thing, to kind of look at, what is that experience of nothing to everything? It is like a deeply alchemical experience. It is deeply about life itself. It is about the soul. It is about creation. There's something that you're trying to experience in this life that is some deep, deep, deep soul energy that is characterized by that experience of going from nothing to everything. Perhaps it's like the birth of the soul coming into physicality, that shift from spirit to matter. There's something here that is underlying your financial journey that is really, 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 really deeply like alchemical and spiritual and very mystical, and that through whatever you're experiencing in life with money, this is weaving itself into your energy. It is becoming part of your medicine, part of something that you walk with, that is incredibly like rare and profound. So one more thing I wanted to read from the crane card Crane teaches how to seek spiritual shelter as a form of protection, knowing how and where to rest and let go, and rise above situations energetically, which helps disentangle your energy field from that which would not be healthy for you. So I'll just read a little bit more. At the center of the mandala, Crested Crane invites you to enter spiritual spaciousness. This is the realm of radical enlightenments. Karmic seeds dissolve in an instant. Spontaneous sacred shattering of construct and conditioning leads to rapid inner and outer reorganization. An encounter of spiritual space awakens an innately felt acceptance of reality as it is. That includes your sense of true self. And we're going to do one more. So we've got your ears become a butterfly. Experience liberation and transformation through listening. Be receptive, be still, be nourished. Butterflies are classic symbols of transformation because they go through so many extreme changes, from egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly. And ears are a symbol of receptivity because they are the one sense organ that is wholly receptive. You cannot snort or speak through your ears or touch or gather things with them. They are vessel-shaped and still. They receive vibrations, and your mind transforms these vibrations into what you know as sound. So what this brings me to, like if I'm really tuning into this energy at a really deep level, is that you're building a sacred receptivity that is like, it is like the void itself. You're experiencing a life that is helping you integrate some, like I was saying, just a very, very deep spiritual energy, something that exists in the universe that it is your intention to integrate in this lifetime through experience. And to be the one that can receive everything from nothing is what you are moving into. And again, I would suggest we all research like mysticism and alchemical and maybe psychological or biblical understandings of this theme of going from nothing to everything. But it's like the nothingness has to do with receptivity, with the void, with the empty vessel that then has everything kind of show up. You know, it's very much like a womb energy. So let's leave this reading at that. We are all off to do some research, and I hope to hear from all of you where this leads us to, and I'm sure I will go down my own rabbit hole and figure out what this is all about. It's fun kind of probing and working together to figure something out that's this deep and this profound, and I like kind of ending on not having the full answer, because the answer is going to come to each of us in our own unique ways. We're going to be guided to the information that we need, that will resonate the most with each individual. And that feels like a really good way to empower ourselves as an ending to this very deep reading. So thank you for listening, and blessings on your journey.